Dive into the world of flavors and delight. Every drop brings health and fuels our fight. Coffee, the ultimate treat. Todd Katz takes the lead, where each brew inspires and plants the seed. And now let's explore curiously with our taste buds and ears, with every delightful sip with the host. Coffee, the ultimate treat. Todd Katz.
Welcome back and welcome new listeners to Coffee, the Ultimate Treat with Brian and me, Kevin. All right, so let's dive into what makes Vietnamese coffee stand out, yeah? It all starts with the beans, the backbone of that bold, rich flavour we all love.
Right, it's fascinating because it's not just one type of bean. I read that Vietnamese blends combine Robusta, Arabica, and sometimes even Catamore or Excelsa. Each type adds its own twist, right?
Exactly. But hey, Robusta is the star of the show here. It packs a more potent punch, way more caffeine than Arabica, and delivers this earthy, almost chocolatey flavour that hits you hard, in the best way. Perfect for those mornings when you're running on fumes, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I've noticed Robusta has way more antioxidants than Arabica too. So not only does it wake you up, it gives your health a boost.
Yep, it ticks a lot of boxes. Let me tell you, I still remember one of my first cafe customers. I had just added a Vietnamese Robusta shot to the menu. This guy was skeptical, right? But one sip in, his face just lit up. Total surprise and delight. He even came back the next day to make sure it wasn't a fluke.
Wait, really? That says a lot about how unique it is. But what about the other beans? Arabica, Catamore, and Excelsa. How do they fit in?
Good question. Arabica softens things up a bit. It's smoother, more aromatic, got this subtle acidity that balances out Robusta's boldness. Now, Catamore's kind of cool. It's a hybrid of the two, so you get a bit of that balance plus disease resistance, which is great for farmers.
And Excelsa adds that fruity tart kick, right? I've heard it's more of an accent in blends rather than the main player.
Exactly. It's like the secret ingredient that rounds everything out. Together, these beans create a really layered, full-bodied experience that, honestly, keeps you coming back for more.
Exactly, Kevin. Those layers you talked about, they really deliver. Speaking of, I recently tried this blend called Saigon Tradition, and wow, I honestly don't know how I went a week without it before.
Ha! You see, those blends have this knack for sneaking into your routine, and suddenly nothing else compares. What stood out to you the most?
It was the chocolatey, buttery notes. Like, I didn't expect a coffee to feel so, I don't know, indulgent. It was like a treat, but without the guilt. You know what I mean?
Totally. That's the Highland Robusta in action, paired with just a touch of Vietnamese Arabica. It's those buttery and chocolate undertones that make it feel almost dessert-like, but still bold enough to wake you up.
Exactly. And it wasn't just the flavour. It actually helped me stay focused. I swapped it into my usual routine during a pretty crazy work week, and I felt, I don't know, sharper. Like my brain had this extra clarity.
That's no surprise. That blend's got a decent kick of caffeine from the Robusta, and when it's paired with those deep, rich flavours, it's like fuel for both your body and your brain.
Yes. And then the Saigon Market blend. It's a totally different vibe, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. That one's balanced differently. It's got a mix of Arabica and Dalat Peaberry Robusta, so you still get that chocolatey richness, but the body is lighter. And the versatility is killer. It works whether you're using a fin filter, French press, or even a drip machine.
Right. It feels a bit more approachable. Like, if Saigon Tradition's the bold go-getter, Saigon Market blend is the easygoing, reliable friend who's always ready to hang out. And then there's the OG blend, straight 100% Robusta, unfiltered power.
Oh man, the OG blend. That's coffee in its purest, most unapologetic form. Nutty, earthy, even hints of chocolate, and at least 25% more caffeine than Arabica. That's your pick when you don't want to mess around.
It really is authentic Vietnamese coffee. Every sip just kind of transports you, like you're walking through the coffee farms of Buôn Ma Thuột. And hey, if you're in need of an energy boost, there's no better companion.
Absolutely. Each of these blends has its own personality, but they all share that same bold, unforgettable essence. It's like they're built to keep you coming back for one more cup every time. And speaking of fuel for your body and brain, there's more to Vietnamese coffee than just its flavour. Robusta beans especially pack a punch when it comes to antioxidants. Actually, even more than Arabica. It's like every cup is working overtime for you.
Right. Those antioxidants. What are they called? Chlorogenic acids? They're supposed to help with, like, reducing the risk of heart disease and even cancer. That's huge. But honestly, I gotta admit, I never really thought about coffee from a health benefit perspective until recently.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Coffee's just that thing that gets you out of bed, right? But turns out it does more than wake you up. The cognitive boosts alone are worth mentioning. The caffeine in Robusta, it's powerful stuff. Helps you focus, keeps your brain engaged.
Oh yeah, I've definitely felt that. I mean, during those long editing marathons, or when you're deep into a workday, it's like a good brew gives you that clarity. Not jittery, just sharp. Especially Robusta blends. They feel more intentional somehow.
Exactly. And it's not just cognitive benefits. There's even some research about coffee supporting like weight management and liver health. Gotta love a drink that does it all, right?
Totally. Although, as much as I love all the perks, I've learned to pace myself. I mean, the caffeine content in these blends is no joke. I remember when I went overboard once, I was like vibrating.
Ha! Been there too, mate. Balance is key, especially if you're pairing it with traditional Vietnamese styles, like with sweetened condensed milk. Delicious, but yeah, the sugar can sneak up on you.
Right. And that's where mindful sipping comes in for me. Like, I've turned my morning cup into a little ritual. Sitting down, taking a few breaths, really savouring the flavours. It kind of sets the tone for the day, you know?
That's such a great approach. And honestly, it ties back to what I've always loved about cafe culture. It's not just about drinking coffee, it's about creating moments, between people or even just with yourself. It's this pause, this connection in an otherwise busy day.
Yeah, it's a game changer for how you experience it. Coffee stops being just fuel and becomes something deeper, something you look forward to. Especially when the coffee itself is this good.
Couldn't have said it better. Vietnamese coffee reminds us to slow down and enjoy those bold, rich layers, whether it's a solo moment or a catch-up with friends. And hey, if it happens to come with some health perks too, even better.
Exactly. So here's the coffee that's bold, beautiful, and better for us in more ways than one.
And on that note, I think we've covered a lot today. From the beans themselves to these incredible blends and now even the benefits of being more mindful about enjoying them.
Absolutely. This was a lot of fun. I feel like I need to go brew another cup right away.
Ha! Same here. All right, thanks for joining us, everyone. Stay bold and savour those brews.
Okay, new and older listeners, make sure to subscribe and sign up for our newsletter to dive deeper with the community at Coffee, the ultimate treat. But for now, we'll both say, yep, see you all next time.
Thanks for tuning in, it's really sweet. Your ears too were quite the treat. Sipping knowledge in every beat, we hope you found it hard to retreat. Community bonds we hold so tight. In the dark roast or morning light, gathering stories brave and bold. Every listener pure gold. Thank you from the host, cop you the intimate treat. In the dark roast or morning light, gathering stories brave and bold. Every listener pure gold. Thank you from the host, coffee the ultimate treat.